Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, because somewhere around the world that is truly what time it is. It's been a long time since I got to get on here and actually produce a show. It's been a while. We're still fighting with YouTube to try to have the daily live show back on air, which should be happening soon. We're putting our hands together and we're praying on it to see that the best outcome actually happens for us. We were wrongly restricted from going live, and it isn't due to the content or the fight that I posted. It's due to the content, not the fight that I posted. Today's show is going to be about someone who likes to call people a donkey. A donkey is a jackass. Consequently, the person who does the show is a real fucking jackass. Before we get into that, let me go ahead and let me get into this. Please do remember that the New Right Party channel and the New Red Party show is sponsored by patriots like you. And as long as you're sending these donations, it allows me to create the content that will continue to make these motherfuckers sick. As you were.
He's on fire!
First is the family and my family entertainment and his team no sleep. Flossy high and yeah we made it. The haters keep on hating on the songs that we be making, and I heard they want my soul. Illuminati wanna take it. First is the family and my family entertainment and his team no sleep. Flossy high and yeah we made it. The haters keep on hating on the songs that we be making, and I heard they want my soul. Illuminati wanna take it.
CEO, bullshit, paying for the pussy, I endorse it, riding through the city, that's my off.
Hey everybody, how you doing? It's been a while. This show is in response to the jackass calling himself Charlemagne The God. The funniest thing is, this motherfucker uses the most racist terms to talk about white people. But this nigga works for white people. So he works for us. Who's cutting his check? The same white liberal bastards that will tell you that they voted for Barack Obama, the same white piece of shit liberal bastards that have no problem with people like Laura Loomer and Alex Jones and even Minister Louis Farrakhan being banned from social media platforms because they don't want them expressing their opinion or even speaking the truth about matters that they would rather not have discussed. This piece of shit here has said some shit that I just need to debunk today, because it's when you have these fake woke niggas coming out and then just miseducating the masses of people that watches their platform, tunes into their show, or even follows their, or even purchase their books, or just follow their movements in general. In the same breath that he says all of this fuck shit out his face, the one thing this nigga don't point out is that the same devils that he's working for are responsible for the destruction of the black community. And this token nigga right here is one of the main reasons why blacks will continue to struggle in this fucking country, is because they don't want to see blacks prosper. He pretends as if it's something that he wants. He pretends as if it's something that he would fight for, or something that he speaks against. But every time you see this fucking program, you never see people up there that represent the true black man. No, you don't. You see a bunch of sellout motherfuckers who are getting paid by the liberal motherfucking media and liberal Hollywood to go up there, chuck and jive, and chew the fat with this piece of shit while he laughs, while in some cases he even insults some people, all for ratings. But never once does he come out and really actually give you the truth of the matter. So let me let you hear what the fuck this asshole had to say. Because it's when you allow assholes like this to come out and have a say, is when you have a problem. I mean, he should be able to say whatever the fuck he want, but this stupid motherfucker should say, in my opinion, first. That's first and foremost, because this motherfucker's not educated. Not on the matters. Let me get to it.
Yes, donkey of the day for Thursday. What's today's date, guys?
16th.
Oh, yes, May 16th goes to Alabama Governor Kay Ivey. Salute to everyone who listens to us on Magic 96.5 in Birmingham, Alabama, and Hot 105.7 in Montgomery, Alabama, respectively. Drop on the clues bombs for Alabama. All right? You all are appreciated, but your governor is not, because Kay Ivey on Wednesday signed into law an abortion bill that could possibly sentence doctors who perform abortions to life in.
This is fair use, might I add. Let me just make sure that I actually add this. This is actual fair use. Let me just make sure that this is up here first and foremost before we even. And all rights to this footage belongs to Revolt Television, Revolt TV. But let me do this first.
Please be mindful this show is for 18 years of age and older. All copyright laws will be respected, but this show is intended to use the Fair Use Act of it. Thank you very much.
All right, now that we got that done, we got to get that out the way because we know what people are doing nowadays. So we're gonna have to get that out the way. Let me play this stupid motherfucker.
Prison. Now, Alabama is the first state that has a straight up outright ban on abortion. I don't know what is going on in America, but for some odd reason, old Caucasian colonizers have decided to enslave women's uteruses. All right, women's uteruses are being put in chains and shackled, and these prehistoric palefaces are attempting to control women's bodies because Alabama is the 7th state this year to pass abortion restrictions. Okay, Utah, Kentucky, Arkansas, Mississippi, Georgia, Ohio. If you're keeping score, the others they don't.
Let's go back to what this dickhead just named the states.
Georgia, Ohio. If you're keeping score, the others they don't have an outright ban. Kentucky, Arkansas, Mississippi, Georgia's bodies because Alabama is the 7th state this year to pass abortion.
First and foremost, let's talk about Alabama. The majority of babies aborted in Alabama, black.
Restrictions, okay? Utah, Kentucky, Arkansas, Mississippi.
Utah, Kentucky, Arkansas, Mississippi. The majority of the cases of aborted fetuses, black.
Mississippi, Georgia, Ohio.
Georgia, Ohio. The majority of the babies being aborted are black.
If you're keeping score, the others they don't have an outright ban though. Instead, they have passed the so-called heartbeat bill that prohibits abortions after 6 weeks of pregnancy because that's when doctors can usually start detecting a fetal heartbeat. I have no idea why these old white men give a damn about what women do with their bodies. In fact,
one dickhead, it was a woman that passed this bill. A woman. You keep talking about old white men. You fucking dickheads have a problem with old white men, but your front runners on the Democratic side are 2 old white men. Old as fuck, about to be fucking dust.
In fact, I will say that any man who doesn't want women to have abortions has never had an unwanted pregnancy. But we'll get to that in a second. Let's go to CNN to get some more details on this bill.
The nation's most restrictive abortion law. All those in favor, Republican men. The law effectively bans abortion by making it a felony punishable by up to 99 years or life in prison for performing the procedure. The law does include very limited exceptions, such as serious health risks to the mother. Democrats attempted to add an amendment to exempt victims of rape and incest, but that failed. This fight now potentially setting up a Supreme Court showdown. Alabama is one of 16 states to introduce or pass restrictive abortion legislation, sometimes called heartbeat bills, this year. Even though it was signed into law today, Wolf, it does not technically go into effect until 6 months from today, but the ACLU and Planned Parenthood have already told us here at CNN that they plan to challenge this in court. Chances that it goes into effect before it gets into court are slim to none here.
All right, you heard what she said. Let the record show. According to Huffington Post, CNN, and other media outlets, every Senate vote for Alabama's abortion ban was from a Republican white man. 25-6 vote, and all 25 of those yes votes came from white male senators. 25 white men who will never be pregnant. 25 white men who will never be raped and impregnated. 25 white men who will never be raped by a family member and impregnated. I have no idea, once again, why any man would care so much about what a woman is doing with their body.
Well, the reason why men care, you dumb, stupid son of a bitch, is because it's a man's baby. The baby comes from a man. Men create babies. these murdering bitches that you keep trying to take up for, they don't just pop up pregnant. They have to have sex to become pregnant. And we're not talking about females who've been raped. And also, when you're raped, they give you a rape kit. Inside this kit is a Plan B pill. The majority of abortions aren't from individuals who were raped and held hostage and held captive up until the point they was in their second week or their fourth week or sixth week of pregnancy. This isn't the case. This isn't the case. This is not the case. This isn't the case where the majority of females are molested by their fathers or uncles, and then they're forced to live under bondage or until a heartbeat is known and shown. This is not the majority of the cases. The majority of cases of abortion are bitches who are fucking, who are having unprotected sex, who feel as if they don't have to protect themselves and they don't have to be responsible, but they don't want to have a baby. And the second shit you keep saying is women's bodies. No one gives a fuck about what a woman does with her body. That's why women are allowed to fuck whomever they want. But it isn't until you have a body inside of you that every man should give a fuck and should care. I'm gonna get to some stupid shit he said.
I am a man who has had women abort potential babies of ours, and not once did I get consulted on any of those decisions, and not once did I feel like I needed to be consulted. Okay, yes, it takes two people to make a baby, but if you're not married to a woman or that woman isn't your significant other, potential wife, you really don't have any say in the matter. Okay, so I'm just confused to why
you have no say in your property, gentlemen. None whatsoever. So the semen doesn't come from you. It's not yours. We've given these bitches the right to outright fucking murder. Outright murder. And men have no say in it. And women don't want the government forcing them to be mothers, but they damn sure want to force, women damn sure want the government to force men to be fathers. Women damn sure want the government to lock up men who can't afford to pay child support. Women damn sure don't want to be told by the government, you have to have this baby and have this life.
Why these old white men act like they care so much about the lives of these unborn fetuses when they don't get that same energy to the black lives being gunned down at the hands of the police. Okay, rest in peace to Pamela Turner, all right,
44-year-old woman who was wanted for crimes, and instead of this woman obeying the police officer's commands, she went for his taser. She tased him with his own taser, and she was shot consequently because she was tasing a fucking officer with his own fucking taser. See, this is the shit he's not addressing. He's wondering why men care about these unborn lives. You stupid motherfucker. The majority of people in this country that are aborted in abortion clinics aren't white. Let me get to it. This motherfucker's an idiot. Let me get to it. Do you see this on the screen right now? These are the abortion facts. These are the numbers. These are the numbers of abortion in this country. Blacks making up less than 12% of the population. They're responsible for 37%, close to 40% of the fucking abortions in this country. 53% of black babies will not be fucking born this year. 900 black babies died today, will die today, will die tomorrow, will die the following day and the next day and the next day. And this is on average in this country. And then he says that 37% of abortions are also done by whites. Whites make up 68% of the